It was just 3 months ago that Karachi Kings skipper Imad Wasim struck the winning boundary to conclude an exhilarating fifth season of the HBL Pakistan Super League.
Karachi Kings to PSL 5 victory for them.
The foundation of the Kings' success was built upon the bat of Babar Azam, and Pakistan's all-format captain will be hoping for another player of the tournament caliber campaign. The bowling attack will be led by Mohammad Amir, while the foreign contingent welcomes back the big bat like Colin Ingram. Karachi's opponents at the National Stadium for the opening game of HBL PSL 6 are the 2019 champions, the Quetta Gladiators, who have high hopes of lifting the trophy once more thanks to a stellar cast of homegrown players led by Sarfaraz Ahmed and a foreign legion boasting among its ranks the greatest ever T20 batsman, the universe boss himself, Gayle.
HBL PSL number 6 is here. It's going to be spectacular, bigger and better. 34 matches, 2 venues, a month of spectacular T20 cricket. First match at National Stadium, Karachi. Karachi Kings, the champions, taking on Quetta Gladiators. Right, then the pitch is a little different if you compare its grains to what appeared here against South Africa. A little bit more grass covering, looks a little solid as well. Could turn out to be an ideal T20 strip, this. Right, at the toss, it was Karachi Kings who called correctly and elected to bowl. Quetta Gladiators are batting and they've got some firepower in that lineup. Look at that man, number 2 on the screen. Gayle can take the game away from you in a jiffy. Saim Ayub is the emerging player. He's an under-19 article, extremely talented. Sarfaraz Ahmed will lead them into action. Azam Khan is another one who can make the headlines in this year's HBL PSL. Terrific hitter. Ben Cutting is the all-round cricketer. Mohammad Nawaz needs to do just a little bit better here on batting strips. He was outstanding in UAE edition of HBL PSL. Hasnan is quick. Shinwari is the left arm angle. Naseem Shah we know can bowl at a pace, and Kas Ahmed is from Afghanistan, a leggy of quality. Karachi Kings, well, they are the champions, so they go into this game with a lot of confidence. Babar Azam and Sharjeel Khan can be exciting to watch. Babar Azam just a few runs away from being the highest run scorer at HBL PSL. Joe Clark is the keeper batsman at 3. Colin Ingram will give them stability at 4. Mohammad Nabi is an excellent all-round cricketer. Imad Wasim is captain, par excellence. Daniel Christian is a new entrant to the playing 11, to the squad. Amir Yamin is a good all-round cricketer. Mohammad Amir, we know he can swing it and seam it. Waqas Maqsood will bowl with a lot of change of pace, and Arshad Iqbal is quick as well. Right, earlier on we had spectacular fireworks. It's just magnificent display of fireworks. Made a great cracking sound, and HBL PSL was off to a great start early on. Aleem Dar, Ehsan Raza, the two umpires, and it's ball drop. Let's see whether Aleem Dar catches it. 17 first-class matches and 5 catches. And extremely well done. Danny Morrison and Aruj Mumtaz here with me. Guys, folks, lady and a gent, how are we doing?
Hello Rambo, doing absolutely wonderful, and it's a pleasure to be here back for the HBL PSL 6. And I have, of course, Mr. Danny Morrison. How are you, Danny?
Aruj, it is great to be back and lovely to see you and Rambo here. Season 6 HBL, looking forward to it immensely. And 20% patronage of fans able to come in is great news here during these COVID times. So it is a fluid landscape, as we say, and it is challenging for one and all, but it is great to be able to have live cricket, PSL, back on these shores of Pakistan for cricket fans, and those who can't get in can at least watch on TV.
Tom Banton can tonk it. Right-hand batsman of great quality, very young and very exciting to watch. And he's got a partner in Sarfraz Ahmed. He's opening the innings for Quetta Gladiators. So Chris Gayle will feature at number 3. A position and post that worked extremely well for him during IPL. Imad Wasim, left arm angular bowler. Doesn't spin it much. 32 years of age, 49 matches, plenty of experience, and he's got a ticker. He's got a heart really to deliver the goods with the new ball. So interesting choice. Let's see how they deal with this left arm angle of Imad Wasim. He's become a bit of a specialist at T20 cricket. Just a reminder once again that Karachi Kings elected to field after winning the toss. And here comes the countdown. HBL PSL ready to rock and roll. Karachi elected to field. Here we go. First ball of this edition's delivery and put away on the leg side for a run.
Yeah, fascinating, isn't it, to see that Gayle is at first strike where he is so traditionally good, and it's his posse. You always think he's either 1 or 2. He's always out there looking like Darth Vader. There he is, the one and only Christopher Henry Gayle, ready to come in and explode. And you think, well, power play, that's why. You think of the first 6 overs to make use of, but not here.
He's an excellent player of spin bowling, Sarfraz. This stuff would be up his alley. Works the ball into the gaps, keeps the rotation going, does the simple things so well, Sarfraz. Good reader of the situation of the game. Here we go, big shot into the gap. First boundary of this year's HBL PSL.
Tommy B, great use of the feet here, and the wrist work was superb. Yeah, there it is. It's only going to skid that, and he's a tall man, he can get there easy.
We'll give him some confidence up front. Obviously, crowd's excited as well.
Oh, that's gone up in the air. This should be easy for the keeper. Is it? Is it? It happens well. Imad Wasim takes care of Banton.
Didn't have to move a muscle here. Joe Clark, in fact, it almost came back down on top of the stumps, this one. Went to the moon and back. Banton's got to go early.
He was looking for the same shot again, didn't quite get a hold of it. Got the top edge. Went a long way up, but straight back down into Joe Clark's gloves. Imad Wasim, a happy captain, picking up the first wicket in his very first over. Banton goes for 5, Quetta 6 for 1.
There's a lot of activity as Chris Gayle is at the crease. 41 years old, but still pink of batting health. Strike rate of 127. Didn't have a great HBL PSL last time he was there, about 3 years back, playing against his former team. That is delightful, delicious, sumptuous.
100% Rambo. Didn't have to move really, Gayle, to run through. It was more of a bit of exercise and just get the blood pumping to saunter a single, but he knew straight away, if this finds the gap, it's 4-0.
Spectacular. The universal boss gets off in style.
Right, it's 10 for 1.
Beautiful scenes here from the National Stadium in Karachi as we see both the team lineups. Strong top order for both sides. We saw a change in Quetta's batting line with the captain promoting himself. But obviously, Chris Gayle is now into the middle with the loss of Banton's wicket. Plenty of firepower to come with Azam Khan in the middle as well. And Ben Cutting had a decent PSL in the season 5.
Plenty of big strikers in both sides. Quetta Gladiators' record against Karachi Kings is phenomenal. 10 played, 7-1. Mohammad Amir has become a bit of a T20 specialist. Gayle playing in Pakistan after 14 years. And that is some record for you. Oh, a little bit of in-swinging angle straight away from Mohammad Amir. Early on, there was a minute's silence for two great gentlemen who passed away recently. Ali Satpara, a distinguished mountaineer, we lost him at K2 Mountain, national hero of Pakistan, and the chairman of Quetta Gladiators, Mr. Jamshed Umar, which is why the teams are wearing black armbands. Beautifully timed into the gap for a run.
Yeah, looking forward to this challenge here. Gayle up against Mohammad Amir. He is the #1 striker for the Kings. And such a senior guy to go to. Speaking of senior, it was the captain himself. Just bowls those little sliders, little seam up sometimes, and then often bowls it with the seam. It's almost like the equator. It's coming down at you, the seam horizontal. Well done, the skipper.
Two slips in place so they feel that he can create that angle and get an outside edge, and getting rid of Chris Gayle early in the piece is going to be critical. Otherwise, he can absolutely destroy you, demolish you. There was that little invite for him to go hard through the offside.
Yeah, he's one heck of a talent is Gayle, but we also know about economy rates for Mohammad Amir, and he's up there. Look at that, incredible, inside the power play. So it just shows you why he's got two slips in, swings the ball as we can all appreciate, gets people out, but it's the economy as well in this fabulous format that is outstanding.
Bowlers are generally just a little bit hesitant in pitching the ball up to Chris Gayle, but this is good from Karachi Kings. They're being aggressive. They know the value of an early exit of Chris Gayle, and Mohammad Amir is swinging it across the stumps towards the slip cordon to ask him to drive aggressively, to get an outside edge. So good from Imad. So, Danny, a bowling question. Would you continue with this one angle only? Because then you can use the field and be just a little bit easy on your captain as well?
Yeah, you've got to hedge your bets, don't you? You're going to say, I'm going to bowl one side, given that it's the power play, and you've got to protect pretty much, you're thinking, the offside. And you've got to do that. But then you've got the left-hand, right-hand combo, and you've got to be able to swing it. Clearly, Mohamed Amir does. So it's a challenge, isn't it? Now they've got a slip and a gully. You see? Yeah. Love a fuller length and shape. So 2 done, 13 for 1.
Looking forward to Saim Ayub. Is supposed to be mighty talented. Got a lot of runs at the under-19 level. Azam Khan is slotted at 4. I think as the tournament progresses, we may see him batting at number 3 or even opening. Who knows? Ting, Nawaz, all-rounders. It's a good side. HBL PSL is off to a cracking start. 13 for the loss of 1. And already we've seen tactics, we've seen strategy, we've seen Chris Gayle on show, and now we're seeing Amir Yamin. What you can term as a busy cricketer, Amir Yamin. Good all-round force at the domestic level.
Yeah, Wasim Akram rates him really highly, him and Arshad Iqbal both. And obviously after Amir, they rely heavily on this bowling pair.
Ah, what a delightful shot once again from a Quetta Gladiators batsman in the slot and helping himself to the fence through square on the offside.
Yeah, real loosener here, Amir. He knows it. It's the challenge of bowling in the first 6 overs, of course. You want to get shape. Seems not bad, but yeah, look at the width on offer and just skids on nicely for Sarfraz to say thanks very much.
Sarfraz wouldn't mind this because he's promoted himself up the order and he wouldn't mind gentle looseners like that. So third man's back and so is square.
A little bit of width again, you've got to be careful. And I think Quetta Gladiators will mark Amir Yamin as a scoring asset.
Yeah, absolutely. Just think that little bit of less of pace, and I think that confidence thing too, where you're up against someone like Gayle for a start, and then you've got Sarfraz who can really also be unorthodox and carve it.
See that again, they're already praying. Prayers have started early in the day. That's Quetta Gladiators family dugout.
Just praying, and they're just happy to be here, aren't they? They're praying that the cricket's here. We're wrapped. The Jubilee MyStar 11 Fantasy League. Play the game, win exciting prizes. 2 per match, get amongst it. Don't muck around. Get involved.
Seriously good prize. 1 crore. Wow. 1 crore would give you Pakistani citizenship, Danny.
Please.
Oh, caught behind, gone. That's a massive strike. Amir Yamin striking and getting rid of Sarfraz Ahmed, who's looking good.
The gamble clearly not paying off. What a celebration Amir Yamin just had, picking up the skipper for the opposite side. Excellent delivery. Fine tickle to the keeper. Didn't get his feet moving at all.
Yeah, bounced a bit too. That's a goodie. Oh, yeah. Hassan Ali, eat your heart out. Yeah, loving it. Loving the party that started already in HBL PSL. Sarfraz gone for 7, and they're 2 down for 17, Quetta.
We were talking him up, Saim Ayub. 454 runs in under 19 three-day tournament, 2 centuries, average of 65. Not an easy slot to bat, 2 wickets down, so you've got to pick up the pace and you've got to look after the situation. But what a strike this is. A casual poke at it and gone.
I love the extra bounce. I was down there with Baz Khan doing the pitch report, and it was about the grass on doesn't necessarily deviate. That extra pace and bounce, and that zipped through nicely from Amir. That's a beauty. Great celebration as well. Now we've got 2 lefties, and the bowlers will love this.
That's a wide down the leg side. Must not over try. I think at times you tend to do that. You know, you read the situation, you analyze it, and you want to give it your best shot.
Why I say that, Rambo and Rouge, is that there's not the right-hander, so you've got the right-hander here out, and so now you've got 2 left-handers, so you can actually then concentrate on one line. There you see the wide post.
And not firing blanks.
And that, yeah. So Harry's going to come around the wicket, just change it up slightly.
Nicely played. And it's 18 for 2.
Yeah, when you think about the shape and the length, it's the length that's key. Sometimes you get a bit worried about bowling too full or too short, but here, on that occasion, Mohammad Amir loving the length and the use of the new ball, hence getting another go.
Being used judiciously. Edge, no second slip, that's gone fine for 4. It's a fast outfield. Chris Gayle with a nod of approval because it did get him in the end, but edged it past the slip man.
Angled in delivery from Mohammad Amir, getting the leading edge, had squared Chris Gayle up. Good length of delivery there, getting good shape and good angles here, Mohammad Amir. Clearly looking for the big wicket of Chris Gayle.
Yeah, just looking here, gone from gully to slip in a way the horse is bolted. Can't see why you don't. With a guy that swings it, I think, me personally, have 2 slips.
On the pads, leg by. That's an excellent combination. T20 cricket. Chris Gayle is on strike. The Pal Danedar tee in your hands. Trying to hoodwink him with that in swinging, and it missed the thigh. Yeah. The rude wake-up call for Chris Gayle. Nicely bowled. That length is working extremely well for Mohammad Amir.
Well, it keeps asking questions. Batter's got to play, got to use the thing in his hand, the willow. And another occasion, you get that with just inside edge onto the poles. Little nick through to the keeper, all that. You're asking questions in that great zone.
Also, what an occasion for Saim Ayub. Young 18-year-old, batting at the other end is Chris Gayle and facing Mohammad Amir. Excellent opportunity for him to shine.
It's a great learning, as you say, Rouge. Again, that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about these franchise leagues, are youngsters getting an opportunity, rubbing shoulders with the like of these legends in this form of the game, and they travel around the globe, they play in, day out, and these youngsters that can play on the stage A wonderful learning curve.
Making it work, Karachi Kings, after winning the toss, electing to bowl. 2 wickets down in no time. Run rate is 6.5. So perfect start to the campaign, but he can ruin it all, Chris Gayle. It's a magnificent line from Mohammad Amir. But with Chris Gayle, you get this comfort that he can amp it up anytime. So these dots really will not hurt him. That's how he usually begins this time, or presently.
Yeah, I think just the age factor. There's a dear owner. He's loving it here. Mr. Iqbal as ever, Karachi Kings owner. Yeah, and Gayle doesn't worry about that, does he? He plays catch-up. He can say, look, I don't care if I block about 5, 6, 10 deliveries early on in the power play. I can hurt you at the other end.
This is the last ball of the over. Crucial delivery. And played it away nicely. Just roll of the wrist for a run. So 4 overs done. 2 down for 25.
Karachi going at just over 6s. Into the leg side, and there'll be a couple of runs. Been sedate start, but good toss to win for Karachi. Quetta Brighto mascot making friends in a socially distanced way. And I've got friends with myself as well. We've got the swing twins. Dominic Cook, fast bowler. Simon Dool, swing bowler.
Proper fast bowler, Simon Dool. A little bit of a swing bowler. Me, great to be back, Baz. And with you. And with Dooley. Back in Karachi where it all happened. Everything. Karachi winning super over last year.
But what's happening now? It's into the 5th over. It's still 27. There's been, well, a slight bit of movement or a little bit of bounce.
I was listening to you two carry on last year, and it's taken you all of, what, 2 balls to bring up a super over, Corky? Cut it out, man.
5th over.
A few games to go yet,
Chief.
Chief.
Enough. Gayle goes downtown. Has he got enough? Well, got enough. Boundary.
This is what he does everywhere around the world. 1,000 T26s so far for the young man. Doesn't get all of this, but it's enough. Bottom of the bat.
Yeah, bottom of the bat still means he gets it far enough to land, what, 1 bounce over the boundary for Chris Gayle. He's been a player that's taken his time more in the last 1.5 to 2 years of T20 cricket. He hasn't been that blaster from the start. He's got the pace, he's got the bounce, and then decided to go a little bit harder at the back end of the power play.
Goes again, just a little chip, and that's gone all the way.
Flick, that's all that is from Christopher Henry. Little bit of a flick, pace on, we know that. Adding to all those 6s. First 6 of this season's HBL PSL. Just watch this, straight out of the middle, Simon Dool.
First HBL 6, and you're right, Corky, just a little flick. Way to the leg side, gets that big 3-pound 4 bat, just drops it on the ball, right out of the middle.
does lift, doesn't he? Like you in the gym, lifting all those dumbbells, but that bat weighs more than a bench press.
It's going to be in the slot. I can assure you that. Before that even came up, I knew it was in the slot. Nice balance as well.
Goes again and gets it again.
And that's what Simon Doull was on about. Doesn't need to get it all. Gets enough with that heavy bat. This is the danger now for Karachi Kings. Once you allow Christopher Henry to start, very difficult to stop him.
Well, again, it hasn't come out of the middle of the bat, that one. It's close to the edge, but it's just flying away. It's just the brute power of the big man.
Yeah, you're right. What you said before, he has given himself time. In games you've seen him in franchises around the world, he's given himself a few more balls than he normally has done throughout his career. And I think that's helped him.
Dot ball to end the fifth. It's 43 for 2.
And he also thinks, I believe now, Chris Gayle, that the latter end of his career, runs are more important as well, and getting a start. And it's not as easy to just walk out there and blast it from ball number 1. So he's able to just take some time, but he's still got at least 2 overs of the power play. If he bats through to that 6th, he thinks maybe 3.5, 4, 5, I can really go hard and, you know, up that rate.
Yeah, and he doesn't worry about the strike rate. I think that affected him because he wanted to be over 150 straight away and maybe up to 200. Now he doesn't worry about that.
$43 for 2. 18 of that last over. Gayle Force just arriving. Waqas Maqsood into the attack. Picked away for a single with the last over. Well, Chris Gayle, he's decided that he's had enough of a look in.
Yeah, and as a bowler, when you know that's coming at you, you've got a couple of options. You've got to try and get the ball away from him and make him reach, but also maybe look to go short at him. It's always a gamble bowling short on a slowish pitch, but when you bowl full, this is what he can do.
The final over of the power play. What can Chris Gayle do now? He is buzzing. He's got that start. It's been dragged leg side, almost had to deep square leg.
Well, the head and shoulders celebration. Khande se boj hatte de.
That was brilliant. Khande se boj hata de. That's a nice one, really. Really getting along. It's corky, all that headmaster stuff that Corky's given you.
Yeah, that's something I'm going to have to really take back to my room and practice, that one. Yep, I'm not even going to try it now.
So next week?
Oh, well, I'll try and get it out for tomorrow if possible.
Tomorrow?
Double header tomorrow, what about that? Super Sunday.
2 super overs. Yeah, 3 balls off the power play left. 45 is decent for Quetta. They want to go over 50. Chris Gayle. Short wide through the offside, gets a boundary.
Yeah, this is into the surface, trying to take pace off, and it just sits up and it's cut away. It's a good shot. And you're right, this is a decent start. Remember what the average score is, 157. This is a good start.
I love the fact there's this little discussion in the middle of the pitch post this shot between Chris Gayle and young Saim. 18 years of age, 41 years of age. He's born 2 years after Chris Gayle made his first-class debut.
It's exactly like myself commentating with you guys, the youngster here.
No, but also when I spoke to him before the game, both of you two, this is the guy who said keep an eye on, this young man. Saeem Ayub said keep your eye on this man, he is impressed in practice. Yeah, so that's what he said. Keep your eye on this young man. A lot is talked about Chris Gayle and what he can do. I asked him a question, who would he pick? The youngster, up and coming, this man.
So the power play done, it's 49 for 2. Quetta went at 8.17 in that power play, 49 for 2. Chris Gayle now looking very dangerous. Got that look on his face where he means business. Arshad Iqbal. Short and wide and gets away with that.
There is the smile moment, and he's eating that donut away. And a challenge, really. And let's see, I don't know whether you can hear me. Can you eat that donut without licking your lips? That is the challenge for and for you two in commentary, and everybody in commentary. We're going to get some donuts up here and see who can eat a donut without licking their lips.
What about eating a donut in one go? One bite? No?
Yeah, that's easy.
Arshad Iqbal, 50 comes up for Quetta. Arshad Iqbal is the only emerging player who's been retained. So obviously they've seen something in this bowler. Wasim Akram talks highly about him. He hits the wicket hard, and he had a good national T20 as well. Good pace. Don't get a lot of quick singles when Chris Gayle's around.
He's got good pace. He looks decent mid 130s, mid to late 130s. Behind the head with that just prior to release. But when he lets it go, he's nice and upright. Bowls over top of that front foot. Like it. You've got to use all that height. Use all your height.
Not a bad mentor to have, is he, Wasim Akram? Just to chat with. Decent bowler, wasn't he, Wasim? Bit of pace, bit of swing, bit of aggression now and again.
The length's perfect. He's cramping time for room, and also he likes bowling just short of a length.
Well, it's a test for the young man here. He's got to find a way to get off strike. He's got to pick up his singles and make sure that Chris Gayle is not starved of the strike. Now he's 6 from 11. You can't get those deliveries back. You can up your scoring rate, you can up your run rate, I understand that, but these balls are gone, and he's starving Chris Gayle to the strike here, and he needs to be just turning it over.
Yeah, you're right, and look, how can he? If he's going to give him a little bit of width, can he get it down to third man? Can he just clip it in the leg side? You're right, it will put pressure on Gayle. And what he can't do now is just think, right, I need a boundary. I've got to hack it out the park and then a wicket.
Gets it through the offside, but just the single. Chris Gayle on strike.
That's good, but it's taken 3 deliveries, hasn't it? And that's the key. So far, a great over. You want to try and finish this one off. Maybe try and jam a Yorker in. You've got deep square leg and a fine leg back on the boundary. So jam a Yorker in at leg stump, give him one and be done with it.
What about a bouncer? No.
I think it flies away over third man for 6. Let's see.
Let's go then. Just gets it just in the gap, and well, it won't get to the fence, but that big bat almost near the splice of the bat and almost went for 4. That ends the 7th. It's 53 for 2.
Yeah, and that was that pressure really, wasn't it? That pressure built up from them dot balls, and Chris Gayle realising that perhaps he needs to get a boundary to make a good over for Karachi into not a so good over with that boundary. Good work from Nabi to stop the boundary. So 53 for 2. And Gayle is off strike again.
Well, a decent first over, Waqas Maqsood does. He's quite an experienced bowler. He does have variation, but he'll make sure that he gets his field right, but also will have on top of this mark, will have a plan of where to bowl every delivery, which is the way to go, as Dominic Cork, the T20 coach, tells me.
Well, Simon has a couple of decisions to make here. Does he look to go for an early boundary or get off strike?
Pinch one. That's a good result, I think. Gayle back on strike. Waqas Maqsood. Variations, you talked about them, Baz. Have a look at the first over. 130 and change, and then pace off to Chris Gayle. Swinging across the line, couldn't catch up with it. Pace off again, down to 114, 116. 115, and then a quick one to finish as well. 130, so he's got great variations, brings it up, brings it down. And he's a smart operator, and he's been around for a long time, played a lot of cricket.
Again, pace off, works well.
And that's something what worked well when we go back to the playoffs and the final, where bowlers took pace off, and it worked on this surface. When you and Danny did the pitch report, talked about a little bit more live grass around. See how that's clever. For Chris Gayle to hit that, he's got to take a risk and try and wait and go over deep mid-wicket. That is the risk. It's excellent bowling.
This season there's been so much cricket in Karachi. We've got 10 first-class games. That one's gone straight to the man, flat and straight. Amin with the catch.
And that's a little bit of luck as a bowler in a way, because it perhaps should have been put out the park. Didn't get all of it in a way, timed it well, but didn't really extend the arms. Ended up being a simple catch and an important wicket for the Gladiators.
Yeah, good bowling, pace on again. It ends up being quite a poor innings from the young man. It's going to sound harsh at just 18, but he's got to find a way from here on. He's going to learn from this, figure out a way to pick up those singles when it's not working for him. He goes now, he's 8 off 14, 55 for 3.
Azam Khan walks in. 3 down for Quetta. And this man could strike a long ball. Power hitters at the crease right now. Chris Gayle and now Azam Khan. He does hit really big. But Waqas Maqsood again. Clever bowling. He's a very clever operator.
Yeah, it's good because it's putting the Kings under a bit of pressure here because Gayle is at the non-striker's end. You can see how the infield now is getting in really tight to stop that little single. Look at extra cover, backward point, mid-wicket. They're going to get in really tight here. You can't see many quick singles with these two at the crease.
They're clipped away and it'll race away to the fence. Easy boundary.
Don't need singles when you can just flick it off the pads for 4. Good start.
Disappointed Maqsood, I'm sure. He can't be gifting a freebie up front. Just walk to the crease. Here you go. Leg stump. Just turn that one away. Get yourself off the mark, chap.
Oh, I'm feeling it as a bowler, Dooley. First ball, do not give any freebies away here. Do not give any freebies. Leg stump, little half volley, beautiful. Captain's looking at you now.
Of course, with his mixture of pace, Dooley's very impressed.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with him. It wasn't a bad shot. Just didn't quite get the arm, the movement of the arms free enough to get it all the way to the boundary. Comfortable catch too. Amir out on that deep mid-wicket boundary. Didn't have to move, just stayed there. And Waqas Maqsood in his second over at 1 for 12. Can he finish it off here?
Pace off. Misfield, so Chris Gayle comes back for the second and does it comfortably. 8 done at 61 for 3.
Three down, the Gladiators asked to bat first by Ahmad Wasim. We've had the 8 overs, power play done of course at 6. A certain Chris Gayle is there and got a start at this fabulous venue. Here is one of the most travelled men in this format, Dan Christian. 37 years young these days and he has won so many tournaments around the globe. He's a great acquisition here. The HBL PSL Season 6, and he's going to be up against Gayle early doors. Wonderful bag of tricks, this fellow. Oh, and flat batted straight. And greeted with a boundary is Dan Christian. Hello, Alan Wilkins alongside Saint Amir too.
And that's what Chris Gayle can do. In very quick time, straight down the ground, and he had no opportunity to stop that one. Went like a bullet straight down the ground.
To reload this, and does. Yeah, he hasn't played for a while, Alan Wilkins, the big fella. It's Chris Gayle, that is. Hasn't played for 3 years in this tournament.
Well, I tell you what, there's an Oppo selfie moment right there. That's something you can't do, Danny. Brush your hair.
Just so gutted.
You just can't do that, can you?
Thank you, Sir Ellen. Oh, straight out. Big moment. Who wants it? Oh, no man's land. Big boundaries. Did say that at the pitch report. It really is a big stadium here at the Karachi National.
And that man there, one of the three who was converging on that steepling possible catch, Mohamed Nabi, is one man who I feel should have had a bowl by now. And the reason I say that, this was always going to land like a bag of flour, but I feel that Mohamed Nabi, the off spinner, should have had a bowl at Chris Gayle, because traditionally Chris Gayle loves the ball coming on. He doesn't like the slower off spinner, and I just don't quite understand why Karachi haven't deployed Mohamed Nabi if 1 over of off spin against Chris Gayle.
And especially with the experience of Mohamed Nabi, you know, he has been the captain, he has got a very good head on his shoulders, and these middle overs with Chris Gayle and Azam Khan on the pitch are going to be very clear.
Just a slight change of pace, different grip on the ball comes out a bit slower, and it induces the false shot. Have a look at this. He's rolled his fingers down the side of the ball. It's a bit slower, and that's why Chris Gayle checked the shot, and that big bat couldn't get it further, Mohamed Amir.
So practically an off spinner as a variation, like you said, Alan, and Chris Gayle now walks off after making 39 of 24 balls. Quetta 68 for 4.
Mohamed Nawaz is the new man out in the centre. Do love a lefty. Here's another one. Just seems that, I just think this decade, this new millennium, so many more left-handers on show, whether they're bowlers or batters. Christian with a fine start. Wicket early always helps, and there's the change-up. Don't worry about just little off-cutters or leg cutters, and slower balls has the ability to do this, folks.
Great point made by you, Sana, that this was virtually a quick off-spinner. He's rolled his fingers down the side of the ball, and it's taken it away from Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle doesn't use his feet anymore. He just swings that great big tree of a bat. And this time, without the pace on the ball, he's gone.
Yeah, great wicket, great moment for the Kings. Yeah, great start after going for 4 off his first one. It is 68 for 4 here. Yeah, not good enough at the top here when you look at the Gladiators. Only Gayle, that 39.
Well, you just look at that. Ben Cutting can get in and cause some havoc, but then you really are into the bowling department, aren't you? Hasnain Shinwari, Naseem and Kes Ahmed. Really, they need a partnership right here now, the Gladiators. Put into bat by Imad Wasim, Karachi Kings skipper.
And you're right, there's a long tail for Quetta there. And the
skipper is back, Imad Wasim, introducing himself back in the attack because he understands the wicket of Azam Khan is going to be very crucial here.
Oh, trouble here. It's a good throw. He's struggling. And Nawaz had come a long way down the pitch. What do you think, Dad?
What do you think, Dad? Oh, I love it. Now, I saw him with the T10. Doesn't like quick singles. Does Azam Khan. He prefers to hit it over the fence.
Hey,
to it.
Jimmy, yours, Jimmy.
That's smart cricket, sensible cricket. Oh, we love a little bit of technology. The old split screen on the big screen. Fans enjoying themselves.
Well, Danny, it's just great to see fans in here, that the PCB, through the authorities, have allowed fans to come in for the 6th edition of the HBL PSL, and of course Karachi are the defending champions.
We're seeing. I just think here, might just slow it up a little because we're out of the power play. Pace off the ball.
Yeah, he's a very clever bowler, especially in this format. Interesting tactics from Quetta Karachi Kings here. So many left-handed batters have been on the pitch, but they have not still introduced Mohammad Nabi, the off-spinner.
It's fascinating that because we're at the T10 and he really only bowled an over or two there in Abu Dhabi. So question marks.
I find that very strange because all the way through his career, Nabi has been the go-to bowler. He's opened the bowling, he's used the new ball. He has been the go-to man for virtually every team that he's played for. Maybe he's got a problem, physical problem.
Yeah, good call. I think that has to be part of it, Alan, because he has so much experience. And as you say, he can bowl at any stage of the innings. And then even the death. He gets it very full, bowls wide Yorkers, changes of pace, he backs himself. Gets people caught on the fence with a sucker ball with a little bit more air on it. He is a fine competitor and all-rounder that not contributing with ball in hand, which is interesting. One away from the halfway stage here. No run there, so very good over. Throw on the wide, still only 4 off it. It's 72 for 4 now. The Gladiators are only limping along at just over 7. Surface looks good too. There's pace and bounce in it, and spinners that take pace out of the ball. Look out! There's another subtle change up, just enough.
But that's all you need, isn't it? You just need that little subtle change up, but it just gets a batsman to check his shot, check his thinking. Because there's a certain amount of premeditated thinking for the shot. You survey the field, you say, right, I'm going to be thinking of that leg side area or that offside area. And that's why it's a cat and mouse. That's why it's a game of psychology as much as anything else. You've got to be brave as a bowler.
And you have to definitely pay attention to the bowler's hand, what he's doing, whether he's using the variations or not. And that's how... And that's how we have seen that how then Christian has varied the ball, varied his pace so well in his last over where he got Chris Gayle. Look at the different speeds: 111 kilometers per hour, then 108, and then boom, 134, 121 and 120. So this is how he has changed his pace really well, got the crucial wicket of Gayle.
And he's been around the globe, as I mentioned, Dan Christian. He's played for so many franchises. And I believe Dooley's just going to enlighten me here in the box. I think it's 9. Is it 9 titles? Look at that. Sydney Sixers, Nottinghamshire, Melbourne Renegades, Josie Stars, TKR, Nottingham, different side, back and forth. Brisbane Heat, South Australia, Hampshire. I remember seeing him in the Caribbean as well. And he got flown out and he won it for TKR. Credible. He's a heck of a talent, this guy. Yeah, he was in the air for some time. Heart in the mouth stuff there. Nawaz. But look at it. He's faced and gobbled up 8 deliveries for 3. Azim Khan, unlike him too, he's only got 9 from 7.
Yeah, the problem is when Chris Gayle, who used 24 balls for his 39, he was set. And having used that and having got well in, it means really that you've got 2 new batsmen at the crease and they've got to start all over again. And of course they use overs.
And another chance at the run out. Has he got it?
He's gone. The umpire's given it. There's no going upstairs here. He wasn't in the frame. And another mix-up leads to another wicket. And that's the last thing that Quetta needed.
Didn't have to go upstairs. Hassan Raza gave it out straight away. Yeah, horrible mix-up. Horrible mix-up, because in a way the non-strikers come all that way down. Part of his call, comfortably out, and Maqsood with the throw was a beauty. And again the Kings right where they want the Gladiators. 5 down now, and it's Nawaz out for 3, and it's 76 for 5. Brilliant stuff from drone cam. What a vista shot here at the Karachi National. Ben Cutting hits a long ball from Queensland. He is one heck of a striker. These are good numbers. Recently married, of course. Remember Aaron Holland used to work here? You better believe it. There's a short one from Christian. Oh no, he's going to have to reload this. Aaron, we miss you.
I think Ben misses her more.
Married on the Saturday, last Saturday, got on the plane and flew here. Commitment. You better believe it. It's just so on it. Mr. Iqbal, he'll be loving life there, sideline with his team, the owner. Big time. Let's have another selfie. Wilco, why aren't you there?
Because I'm here with you.
Keep the strike here is Azim Khan. So a wicket and a wide and a few runs. 78 for 5. Now the skipper has bowled 2 overs, 1 for 14. And he's going to have a third here. And Azim Khan says, I'm going to fetch you, Ahmad. Literally. Boom.
He's just made a statement there with that HBL 6. He has come down the pitch and he's just belted Imad Wasim.
This is the area he loves to go, and he go after the spinners, uses his feet well and hits it straight down the ground.
Well, he's had a good look now, Azam Khan. 10 balls he's faced. He's got 16 to his name, so he's had a little look at the pace. He knows the pace of this pitch. And I think what they do now, don't they? They just clean the ball once it's gone into... There are now this piece of aerial clean fielding there by Maqsood. Great throw, 1 bounce into the receiver, and Moin says, what are you doing? That wasn't so. He says it was an aerial clean moment.
That happens when you have 2 different kind of runners on the pitch. Azam Khan is not a very quick runner. Nawaz thought that there was a clear run there and a big mix-up, costing a big wicket there for Quetta Gladiators.
I'm just changing the ball here, such as COVID. This is the run out. Yeah, looking. He should have been listening to his partner. His ball watching Azim Khan. Really, his mate at the other end. It's his call. It's his call, and he should have been watching his partner, not the ball, and it's cost him a wicket. Tough for the Gladiators.
Oh. And both these batters like to hit boundaries and like to take on the bowlers, but at this point, because there are so many over left, still 8 overs to go, but not many wickets and a long tail. So now they have to really think about how they are going to pace this innings for Quetta Gladiators.
Big chance now for Ben Cutting, played last year for the Gladiators. Strike rate of 189. He can hit it a long way downtown when he wants.
Oh, Amy, well done,
He's got time to have a look at it, hasn't he? He's got time because he knows he's got the weapons to do some damage later on. So he's got to stick around here, Ben Cutting.
So much time in terms of balls left, and so he's another smart cricketer, and a bit in the mould of, well, I might have to block a few to get set, but I can play catch up. He's so good at that. He's done it in Australia in the BBL, done it here before in PSL.
Especially against Imad Wasim, but this is, look at this shot, the timing of the shot. He doesn't like to hit it too hard, just it was little shot and perfectly timed.
So I'm talking about that he's confident, he's got the weapons to cause some damage. Look at that, he hasn't really moved too much for that, but he's just laid back, rocked back, and hit it sweet as a donut.
Lovely lengths again. Pace off. We've had the end of 12, and I think it's time for a little drink. Want a cup of tea? The players want the break here. A little timeout. I think it is. It is indeed. But the Tapal strategic timeout. Yes. Thank you, Tapal.
Quetta Gladiators struggling, 89 for the loss of 5. The Paldaneta strategic timeout is over. Azam Khan is on 17 of 11, cutting on 4. They need a partnership. They need some exciting hitting to get the rhythm back. Arshad Iqbal 1 over and just 4 runs. He's pretty tall and a decent medium pacer. Right, I think it's a leg by Rex. Go down to Zainab Abbas. She's got Rafe Baloch, ethical hacker and security researcher.
Thanks, Rambo, for your time. And I've got with me Rafe Baloch, who's a cyber security expert. Rafe, thank you so much time निकालने का. Inverix हमारे heroes में आप आज feature कर रहे हैं. तो tell us a little about what exactly is a cyber security expert.
Basically, hacking is a process of finding loopholes and vulnerabilities in any given information system. To hack into a system, there can be many motivations. There are people that hack for fun. There are people that hack for financial gain. There are nation states hacking into another country for conducting cyber espionage and cyber sabotage. There are terrorists जो कि disinformation और propagandas को disseminate करने के लिए लोगों को hack करते हैं. On the other side, there are ethical hackers जिनको organizations hire करती हैं to protect against these malicious hackers.
अच्छा, ये बताएं कि how many cyber security experts do we have currently in Pakistan? I mean, is it a very specialized job?
It is indeed a very specialized job, and that is a very tough question because I think majority of जो hackers पाकिस्तान में काम कर रहे हैं, they are undisclosed. वो सामने नहीं आते. But based upon the figures from different bug bounty programs, I believe around 4,000 to 5,000 hackers जो हैं पाकिस्तान में, white hat hackers.
And क्या loopholes जो हैं वो निकालते हैं आप लोग? I mean, is that part of it कि systems में जाके loopholes निकालते हैं?
Of course, basically हम hackers की तरह mimic करके loopholes ढूंढते हैं systems में ताकि कोई malicious और उसको पहले fix करते हैं ताकि कोई malicious hacker उसको exploit ना कर सके.
चलें ऐसे करें कि यहाँ पे साइन करें. बहुत ही आपकी स्पेशलाइज्ड फील्ड है, बहुत ही स्पेशलाइज्ड जॉब है. सो मेनी कंग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू एंड ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर फ्यूचर एंडेवर्स. इट्स नाउ बैक टू द कमेंट्री.
Thank you very much, Rafe Baloch, Inverix Solar Energy, HBL PSL, Hamare Heroes candidate. Does a fascinating job. 91 for 5. What do you think, boys? Where are we heading?
Oh, well, I mean, there should be 160 minimum. But these two have got to do most of that damage, I think, Ramiz. That's half the issue, isn't it? It can't afford to be too overly aggressive right now, because I think if they lose one more, they're in real trouble.
Yeah, that's where I see it from, Ramiz. I see it from a bowler's point of view here. 1 or 2 wickets now and you maybe could restrict them to 130, and then you would be favourites to go and win the game. You need a partnership. There's a bowling partnership. Stop the boundary. Put pressure on right now.
Oh, gone. Azam Khan was a real hope for Quetta Gladiators. Didn't middle it, found the fielder perfectly at short mid-wicket.
Yeah, hack across the line. This tries to get it up and over short mid-wicket. It's a simple catch. And the Gladiators lost another wicket. Good for the Karachi Kings.
It's a lack of match awareness, isn't it? We just talked about the game situation, not losing a wicket. He's gone and had a hoy across the line, he's lost it. Jubilee safe hands there from Dan Christian as Azam Khan goes for 17 off 14. It's 91 for 6.
Daniel Christian is having a great game. A wicket, a run out, and now a catch. Maybe Quetta Gladiators need to reboot their batting line and batting positions, batting order. Sarfraz to open, I'm not too sure, because when he bats in the middle order, he provides grit, determination, and he reads the situation so well. Compared to Assam, who's just starting his career in T20 cricket, is an under-19 kid. Kaisameth, renowned for his leg spin bowling, is in 91 for 6.
Important period as well now. Gladiators have to get a partnership. Cannot lose any more wickets now. Slip in place.
Six down for 91. How do you read this pitch? I'm just a little bit confused, because if you put your shoulder into the job, then you get it to rise from that good length area, get something out of it.
Yeah, decent pace and bounce, I think, in it. It's not a sort of pitch. I don't think it's holding much, although we did see Dan Christian's slower balls just gripping a touch. He's a very clever bowler. He's bowling those really into the wicket. They're not floaty slower balls. So it is there. We haven't seen anything turn and any real grippers bowl just yet, though, have we? A leg spinner or anything like that?
If you expose the stumps, then you've got to hit him straight.
This is the end. Really a hack across the line. Tries to get it up and over. Doesn't get it enough of it, Azam Khan, and that is just the pressure. Need boundaries, but in some ways you've got to build a partnership. Rotation of strike, the odd boundary here and there.
Catch!
And that's why I think it's important now. Ben Cutting speaks here now and says, right, let's get through to 15 overs. Don't worry about too much about the score. Let's get to 15 overs without losing another wicket. Give me an opportunity to get in, because I can hurt teams.
Hey!
And you talk, Rameez, about rebooting the batting lineup. Look at these T20 tournaments all over the world. On average, numbers 7 and 8 face 8 or 9 deliveries and 6 or 7 deliveries on average every game. So do you need batting at 7 and 8? Well, they've got Ben Cutting coming in at 7 who can bat. Just haven't had the top order do their job. That's a lovely shot. We'll pick up 4 there. Really good quality shot from Ben Cutting. But they haven't had the top order do their job, so they've got to take responsibility tonight, I think.
And in some ways, that's why it's good to have him there. He's a safety valve. You don't need him all the time, as you said. They don't bat a lot in 2020 cricket, but when they do and you need them, the odd occasion they come off, they help you get to that total, will maybe see you to victory.
Their number 4 and number 5 are just too raw for my liking. You've got Saim at 4, then Azam at 5. I still feel that Sarfraz is the real deal in the middle order. He knows how to bat. He reads situation extremely well, can handle pressure as well.
So do you think he wanted to bat up the top? Just say, Rizwan, I'm having a go at you here, 97 for 6.
Yeah, I mean, they want him to lead from the front. So I like him to bat in the middle order because he can then control the innings. And they're not renowned for their big strikers, Quetta Gladiators. They've always been a very tightly knit unit. They play well as a unit.
And also, it's just a slight move. Christopher Henry can go and open and just up one. The experience comes down and really solidifies that young middle order that you're on about. I think that's a perfect combination. I know that Gayle in other franchise tournaments has batted at 3, but I like him at the top.
That's gone fine and rather quickly for 4. It's a lightning fast outfield, just a nudge round the corner, did the deal.
And after such a good over last for Karachi Kings, it's a poor start. 100 up as well for the Gladiators. Leg stump, little inside edge, it'll run away.
Well renowned for his leg spin bowling, Case Ahmed, but this is an opportunity for him to just help Ben cutting out, put the bad ball away. That's just a genuinely nice cricket shot.
Let's have a look at lengths. I know we talk a lot about bowling Yorkers and bouncers, but I always like to see a good length. Make it hard. You can see the position he bowls from the crease, slightly angled and goes in. He's making it difficult, not giving any runs, easy runs away. You've noticed something in his run-up as well, Simon Dool.
Well, he's the image of Umar Gul for mine. The run-up, the big long strides. He looks a lot like Umar Gul as he runs to the crease. Perhaps not quite at the pace from ease. I mean, Umar Gul at his best was good mid-140s and some of those cracking Yorkers I can remember late in the piece.
I absolutely agree. Limps into his gallop, and it's a decent run-up in the end and a decent bowling action as well because he's keeping it simple for himself. He's a heavyweight, thickly set, comes in, straight line, back at the head, delivery, nice brace, and what he's done so well so far is that he's maintained a good length. No dramas at all.
Yeah, what we haven't seen too much of is off-pace delivery. So you talked about the length, Dominic Cork, and to me, when you're bowling full pace, back of the length hard, a little bit of, in and around the ribs, the hip area, I've got no problem with that in T20 cricket. You can set a field for it. But when he starts bowling too many slower balls and those things, and it's at that length, then you're in the wrong. But I like what he's done. He's been very simple tonight.
Yeah, and also if it's working, don't stop. If it's working, just keep bowling it until somebody hits you out of the park. Just keep it on, and then that's what Cutting will look to do here. Back away, try and give himself a bit of room.
Goes big, straight down, runs. But that's covered by the long on fielder, only a single. That's good fielding from Babar Azam. Hits the stumps. And, well, that direct hit results in an overthrow, an extra run.
So far in the midst of a really good spell, 1 ball left in his 3rd, he's got 1 for 10. Again, you get to this situation now, you want to finish the over off. Been a good over, how do I finish it off? Where's my protection? What's my err? If I err on one side, what can I get away with? Can I get away with 1 or 2?
Oh, bowled him! Bullseye! What a strike! Normally fast bowlers and bowlers generally are under so much of pressure bowling that last ball, and what a delivery. Backed himself, back on leg stuff, and did the job.
Decent speed as well, 140 clicks. Ben Cutting gave himself a bit of room. You know that with Ben Cutting, he's a danger. Look at the length, look at the line. It's an excellent finish, Simon Dool.
Brilliant. J-Dot fast delivery, right up there, castles him. 140.9 clicks. everything into it. Last ball, finish the over well, finish it in style, and he has done that. Ben Cutting gone for 11, 104 for 7.
It's been a tremendous bowling performance by Karachi Kings. These are good batting surfaces here at National Stadium, Karachi, but they've got Quetta Gladiators on the mat. 7 down in no time. Arsha 2 for 11 in 3 overs. Tremendous strike force has become. Retained by Karachi Kings, and he's proving a point. Gladiators on the mat, 7 down for 104. Usman Shinwari is in. Just 32 runs in 32 matches.
Some would say the Gladiators have been put to the sword, Rambo.
It's a great end, isn't it? Talk about, as a bowler, taking the pressure on, yet it's length. Of course it's length. Well, look how he follows him. Doesn't allow Cutting to give himself too much room. And if he misses, I hit. Dangerous player, Ben Cutting.
The National T20 series in 2020, 16 overs, 4 wickets. He had the best economy rate in that tournament as well. The young man, the emerging player.
Yeah, who's been retained. No, you don't want that again. Surely not. It just stems from the pressure that's been created by Karachi Kings, that lackluster running between the wickets. But this is quite remarkable from Karachi Kings after electing to bowl to get 7 wickets. I mean, that is what you want ideally. If you win the toss, you've got to strike.
Slip in place as well. I like this from the captain. Slip in place, pressure on. Let's keep taking wickets. Let's bowl them out.
That's a seriously good delivery.
Oh, love it, Rummies. Dominic Cork's alongside, but just clapping politely. Good short ball, angled right in at the head, right at the badge on that helmet.
And if you're going to bowl one, mean it. He likes it. Experienced Daniel Christian. A little bit of dew as well, so it's going to skid through nicely.
If they get to 148, it'll be a miracle, really, because Shinwari's total contribution as a batsman is 32 in 32 matches. What would they be thinking? Right, any amount of runs and we've got to fight it out.
I think they've got to get to 130. 130 is the barest minimum score, really. They get there, they've got a chance.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the opinion in these situations, Rameez, Corky, that Qais Ahmed's the only player. Go for it. Just go. Look, if you're bowled out for 115, 120, I don't mind. As a coach, we cannot win with that score. We need 150 to win. So for Qais Ahmed, it's all about as much strike and just go for it. If you get out, son, you're the last man standing. I'll accept that as a coach.
That must be the New Zealand. That must be the way they do it. It's a Brendan McCullum way. Don't stop, just keep going.
And it works. It does work. Relentless. You've got to be that. Catch it is the call. It hit the toe end of the blade and he's gone. Caught it mid-off. A tame end to Shinwari's knock.
I'm not sure whether this isn't just a slower delivery. It seemed to sit in the surface. And he tried to go over mid-off and just plinks it off the bottom of the bat. Yeah, out the side, just flicks it out. Slower delivery, clever from Mohamed Amir.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Comfortable catch too for the skipper. He takes that one easily, and I can tell you something, Ramiz Raja, he hasn't added to that 32 either. This man, he's gone. Still got 32 after 32 games. Usman goes, it is 106 for 8.
This innings could be over before the 20th over. 106 for the loss of 8. Hasnan is the new man in, and after 16, Quetta Gladiators 8 down for 106.
Arshad Iqbal with that shot of a length, but it just falls safely. It's just that length that he keeps on hitting, banging in the pitch.
Well, before this match started, I had a question mark on the Karachi Kings bowling lineup. I thought they were a little bit short of pace, but each bowler has contributed so well. They performed well here for Imad Wasim, and still, Bazid, this is your question.
Goes over point and gets a boundary.
Don't you just love a fast bowler who comes in and swings the bat horizontally, and it's sort of like a saber. Look at this, that's not quite Babar Azam, but it's 4. And you don't draw pictures in scorecards, do you? You just put the numbers down.
Oh, gold will count. Yeah, they all count, don't they? Our colleagues were saying, let's get a bare minimum of 130. Well, don't get bowled out for a start, and guess who's here? Guess who's in town? Mr. Nelson. 111 for 8. Can they eke out some more here, the Gladiators?
What you also want to do is play the game, Parkview City. Play the game and earn a chance to win a plot. Well, you have to manage the turf as well.
There's been a few issues running between the wickets, haven't there? Really has, but I think this has been a fantastic evening for young Arshad. 2 for 16, and he's into his last over here. Fantastic for the emerging player.
So Parkview City, Western, play the game and earn the chance to win a plot. Lucky winner will be announced in tomorrow's game. Which team won the first HBL PSL? But you like this, Wilco. Back of a lane, Danny Morrison as well, loving the short of a lane bowling.
Well, you and I are out there with the pitch, and we thought, you say it's very dry here, but with the live grass on it, it means it goes through with pace. Always good to pace yourself with the cup of tea as well, Baz. But yeah, I've liked what I've seen with the 22 yards.
Oh, I think he's got him. Yes, that finger has gone up, and Arshad is having a dream night. The young emerging player is doing the stuff here for Karachi Kings, and it's another one gone.
Guess who struck again? Mr. 111. It happens so much in cricket. It's a wonderful outing for the young man, Nashad. His third one. Another nail in the coffin of the Gladiators. Hasnain goes for 4, and it's 111 for 9 now.
Well, a terrific spell. Arshad Iqbal, 4 overs, 3 for 16. It's 111 for 9. The short over length, it's been hit straight to mid-wicket. But his length throughout his spell has been impressive. That one dislodged leg stump. And then a nick behind. Consistent short over length bowling from Arshad Iqbal, which has meant that he's got enough out of the pitch.
Well, he's made a statement tonight, hasn't he, Arshad Iqbal, and comes from a little place called Swabi in KP province, and it's produced some wonderful cricketers. Shaheen Sharafidi, Naseem Shah, Usman Shinwari, and now Arshad Iqbal. He's just 20 years of age, and he's made a big name for himself tonight for the Karachi Kings.
Amir goes short, just a single, so Naseem Shah now on strike, so the trust from Qais Ahmed. Plus for the 11th man, Naseem Shah, well, he's not got a lot of numbers to talk about, but he needs to get a couple of boundaries away, straight off.
We've always talked about the quality of the fast bowling in the PSL from the inaugural tournament in 2016. Mohammad Amir, of course, he's thriving under the president, Wasim Akram, who's back in the dugout. If you want somebody to learn about left-arm quick bowling, you have a look round your shoulder and you see Wasim Akram.
Round my shoulder is Alan Wilkins, the left armer himself.
I teed it up nicely, didn't I?
Correct.
Tonight, Arshad Iqbal bowled beautifully and under the watchful eye of Wasim Akram.
Whoa, 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 the short ball. I think it's hit the grill.
Oh yeah, now this is what we saw a little earlier. I think we're going to have a stop and play here because of the concussion. It is full force, of course, these days. Yeah, right on the forehead. That has badged him, as we say on the trade. But it's skidded through. I saw one to Shinwari that went over the helmet, but that extra pace, I think here at night, and this hard surface with some live grasses meant there is that extra pace and bounce in this pitch. It is a very good surface, but Qais Ahmed there, the ringing in the ears, but we've got a great little bit of line and length about Mohammad Amir. There's that short one. Shinwari got the changes of pace, but he also got those shorter ones, and then it was his undoing with the change of pace that ended Shinwari's innings early.
Yeah, I've long been an admirer of Mohammad Amir. He's a thinking bowler, and he's always using his brain. And at the moment, he's used the short ball, which is a legitimate tactic. And I think the umpire is Hassan Raza, who's just saying that the helmet has got to be either replaced. I think it's got to be replaced. If it's been hit flush on the front, or whether there are no visible signs of a crack, I think it's got to be replaced. Well, I hope it has, anyway. Wouldn't affect you, Dan, would it? Not with that. You got a head like a... What a...
I wouldn't have used a helmet. Straight off the forehead and back down the pitch.
Ball's hit him before his bat has come. He's almost about 3 minutes late with that shot. Ball skidding off the surface.
That's quick. You say under lights, it's a little bit dewy at night. We can all appreciate here in February. But Mohamed Amir, when he wants to step up a gear, flick the switch, it is on you quicker than you think.
Was flicked in the air and it just drops safely. Still just a single.
Just turning it leg side, and when it drops around about that 30-yard mark, invariably you're safe. That's Naseem Shah's chance to face the music here.
He's got all the tools, especially at the back end. He shows you everything. He will bowl the slow one, he'll follow up with the short one and also the Yorker. So terrific at the back end. T20 cricket, we've seen that.
Well, it is, and when he comes round the wicket, he is as comfortable as when he's over the wicket, which is the orthodox way for left arm quick. But he comes round the wicket, he is just as comfortable, just as that man in the middle was when he did it.
He wasn't bad, was. Oh, and there's that change. Beautiful, left arm round, bag of tricks. Love it to bits and pieces. We've had 18 and it's 114 for 9.
Masood into the pitch, gone down the leg side, but it's not been given a wide. Maybe just kissed the body or hit the leg guard.
In the end, he's given it a wide. Interesting. Someone else on the charge of this. Or did it hit his shirt? He just caressed the shirt, you reckon?
Slow one down the ground. He's got all of this. It's gone all the way.
You know, for a 9-10 jack to have a good slog like this, bang! Oh, that's a good feeling. Danny, come on.
Yeah, love it to pieces, but I just think the length there. Maqsood, who's come off a really good T10 in Abu Dhabi, in terms of bowling good wide Yorkers. I saw that at Zayed Stadium there in Abu Dhabi, and he does have that advantage too, as we mentioned, with angles. So where's he going to go now?
I've done Kes Ahmad a disservice there because he came in at 8. I said a 9-10 jack.
Yeah, so, and you also said slog. It was a good hit.
It was a very good hit.
Slow one, that's nicked behind. Waqas Maqsood ends it for Quetta. Final wicket, and it's been a terrific bowling performance by Karachi Kings.
Outstanding bowling effort from the Karachi Kings. Salman Iqbal is very happy with that. So would Wasim Akram be happy, and Imad Wasim. This is the end of it. Maqsood picks up his second wicket. It's a real slash at the ball, a wild swing. And that's a 4th catch for the Englishman Joe Clark, and that is on his PSL debut. So well done, Joe Clark. He's done well. Karachi Kings have done exceptionally well here, and Arshad Iqbal has had a dream evening. Remember, he picked up 2 for 26 in the PSL final last year, in the final, and tonight he's picked up more wickets.
Only Chris Gayle with 39, but it's been a tale of fast bowlers hitting the pitch and getting a lot out of it short of a length. That has meant that Quetta Gladiators were bowled out in just 18.2 overs, 121, and Karachi Kings will be well happy with that performance.
Never came to terms with the bowling, did they? The bowling has been exceptional. Imad, 4 overs, 1 for 31. Mohammad Amir, 4 overs, 14 dot balls, 1 for 14. That's outstanding. Amir Yamin, 1 for 23 in 2. Maqsood, 2 for 21 in 2.2. Arshad Iqbal, the pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 16 dot balls, 3 for 16 for the emerging player. And Dan Christian, he put the brakes on as soon as he came on to bowl, and he got rid of Chris Gayle. 2 overs, 1 for 12.
And that means after the bowling performance, Karachi Kings, well, they'll need to chase down 122 with a run rate of 6.1. But the man of the moment right now is sideline standing by. He's had a terrific match. Arshad, आज तो बहुत ज़बरदस्त बॉलिंग हुई. आपका जो लेंथ था इस पिच पे बहुत ही उम्दा. Don't think he can hear me. Arshad, आवाज़ आ रही है आपको? Well, unfortunately there's no sound coming, but a terrific bowling performance by Arshad Iqbal.
Yes, he bowled straight, and he bowled with a great deal of purpose. He smacked into the leg stump of Ben Cutting. Yes, pointed exactly to where he got his man. He bowled a little leg cutter for his 3rd wicket. And the wickets and his performance tonight will be a talking point for the Karachi Kings. So 121 all out, the Quetta Gladiators in 18.2. Karachi Kings should get this target. They need 122 to win their opening match of HBL PSL 6.
अल्लाह ताला सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र है, इतनी अच्छी बॉलिंग हुई. यही है कि बस यही मेरी स्ट्रेंथ है, और वसीम भाई ने भी यही बताया है, और शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उससे मैं कामयाब रहा.
कराची में आपने काफ़ी क्रिकेट खेली, पिछले फाइनल में भी आपकी बड़ी अच्छी बॉलिंग थी, तो आपको अंदाज़ा है कि इधर कैसे बॉलिंग करनी है?
जी बिल्कुल, यही है, बस यही मेरी, वसीम भाई भी यही बताते रहते हैं कि जो तुम्हारी स्ट्रेंथ है, और मैं उसी पे रहता हूँ, करता हूँ, उसी पे कामयाबी मिलती है.
डोमेस्टिक सीजन में भी आपने काफ़ी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस की, तो वो कॉन्फिडेंस आप PSL में लेके आए?
जी बिल्कुल, डोमेस्टिक सीज़न भी बहुत अच्छा रहा, उसमें रिदम आई हुई थी, तो वही रिदम इधर ही लेके आया हूँ, तो इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद है कि बाकी भी अच्छी हो.
एक सवाल पिच का, कि पिच कैसा खेल रही है, आपके बैट्समैन इस पे आराम से ये टारगेट अचीव कर लेंगे?
इंशाल्लाह पिच इतनी मुश्किल नहीं है, और इंशाल्लाह इजी हो जाएगा. लो स्कोरिंग मैच है.
चले, आज बहुत ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस दी आपने, उम्मीद है कि आगे भी करेंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू.
Kings with a Kings-like performance. Karachi needs 122 runs to win. HBL PSL off to a lively start for Karachi Kings. Right. Bazid Khan caught up with Arshad Iqbal.
अर्शद आज बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस रही. आज शॉर्ट ऑफ लेंथ बॉलिंग की, वो इस पिच पे बहुत सही रहा.
जी बिल्कुल. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र है, इतनी अच्छी बॉलिंग हुई. यही है कि बस यही मेरी स्ट्रेंथ है और वसीम भाई ने भी यही बताया है और शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उससे मैं कामयाब रहा.
कराची में आपने काफ़ी क्रिकेट खेली, पिछले फाइनल में भी आपकी बड़ी अच्छी बॉलिंग थी, तो आपको अंदाज़ा है कि इधर कैसे बॉलिंग करनी.
जी बिल्कुल यही है, बस यही मेरी, वसीम भाई भी यही बताते रहते हैं कि जो तुम्हारी स्ट्रेंथ है और मैं उसी पे रहता हूँ, करता हूँ, उसी पे कामयाबी मिलती है.
डोमेस्टिक सीज़न में भी आपने काफ़ी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस की, तो वो कॉन्फिडेंस आप PSL में लेके आए.
जी बिल्कुल. डोमेस्टिक सीज़न भी बहुत अच्छा रहा, उसमें रिदम आई हुई थी, तो वही रिदम इधर ही लेके आया हूँ. तो इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद है कि बाकी भी अच्छी हो.
एक सवाल पिच का, कि पिच कैसा खेल रही है, आपके बैट्समैन इस पे आराम से ये टारगेट अचीव कर लेंगे?
इंशाल्लाह पिच इतनी मुश्किल नहीं है और इंशाल्लाह इजी हो जाएगा. लो स्कोरिंग मैच है.
चले, आज बहुत ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस दी आपने, उम्मीद है कि आगे भी करेंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू.
Terrific performance, 3 wickets for him, getting rid of Azim Khan with a length ball, and that is where he was so good. Just basic stuff. Getting rid of Ben cutting with a lively delivery, and then the last man caught behind. Wonderful effort by an emerging cricketer. 122 runs in 120 balls is what Karachi Kings need. It should be an easy peasy target. They're playing at home. They are the champions. National Stadium, Karachi, looking glorious under lights. Quetta Gladiators were undone by a terrific bowling performance. The paceman from Kings rose to the occasion. Highest scorer, Gayle, Sarfraz opened the innings. It didn't really work well for Quetta Gladiators. The middle order looked just a little bit naked and bare. Didn't have a lot of experience, Saim and Azam Khan, but Karachi Kings, after winning the toss, delivering the goods with some fabulous bowling, spin and pace working extremely well, and to bowl out an opposition in T20 is a big gig, which they did quite well. Should be an easy target for Karachi Kings. It's a lively pitch, and well, they've got Babar Azam and Sharjeel open the innings, and so it can be a spectacular beginning. Sharjeel, a big striker, and Babar Azam, a stylist. They'll have to captain them a little differently. They need wickets, and regular wickets, to make it tough for Karachi Kings. Well, Aruj and Dominic Hawk here with me. Babar Azam, what a player he's become, Aruj.
Absolutely fantastic. Doesn't really need to do anything different, just bat through. And he's got Sharjeel, the powerhouse, at the other end. Extravagant stroke maker, left-handed of course. So the right and left-hand combination will also trouble the Quetta bowlers. But the one thing that really need to do is learn from the Karachi Kings bowlers, who bowled excellent length to pick up wickets.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this bowling attack as well. Pace, a little bit of swing, and you were right, Ramiz, about what the Gladiators have to do. It's simple. They have to take a minimum of 3 wickets in the power play. If they do that, and all of a sudden Karachi are under pressure.
It's a Gillette countdown. Lovely. That's a first for me. A little different. But here we go, ready with the play. Live action about to begin.
Yeah, talking about how the opposition, as in the Gladiators, have to try and put them under pressure. Like the fact that they have a slip in place, they need that. And as a bowler, not to over try to look for wickets. Still got to bowl that length, back of a length, straight lines. If there's a little bit of swing there, then put Babar Azam and Sharjeel under pressure. That's what they have to do.
Be aware of his pickup shot. He plays that so well. Off the hip flick, Sharjeel. They've got a cushion there, a deep backward square leg. It's a short specific fielder that they've got for Sharjeel. Here we go. Hasnan has got pace, and Sharjeel has got plenty of angles to exploit with the bat. Short and wide and put away gloriously for 4.
Wow, what a start here for Karachi. Sharjeel picking up that short length delivery, too wide outside, off stump for him. Easy pickings.
Too much width. Too much width. The pace is there. We know that. It's easy pickings. They'll race away in this power play. Only 2 fielders allowed out of the circle in the first 6 overs. So a good start for Karachi.
Oh, what a good one that is.
And that's why they have to use this new ball right now. Still hard, a little bit of lacquer on, a little bit of swing. Have to use your wrist well, get your wrist behind the seam. Quick delivery. J-dot delivery, that one. Over 140, 144. J-dot fast delivery.
Sharjeel threatens you as a strike force, and so you get into that different mindset when you're bowling to him. But he's not a regular striker. He'll create his own angles. You try to put in extra bit and you suffer as a result. But he's got pace and he's got quality. Hasnan has been a real success at T20 cricket. Lovely action. Came back and it went over the stumps. Oh, pad first, finger is raised and we have a wicket.
Did he hit it is the question. Timer's ticking down, and there, he's going up for this one, Koki.
Well, it's interesting because I know most batsmen.
We have a review for LBW, original decision. Out. Can I have the front foot first, please? Yeah, it's a fair delivery. Let's move on to front on spin vision, please. Yeah, rock and roll, rock and roll. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Ball is close to the bat. Let's confirm with the ultra edge, please. Thank you. Wait for the ultra edge, guys. Yeah, keep rolling, flat line, flat line. Roll it through the pad. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I'm satisfied. No bat involved. You can move on to ball tracking, please. Yeah. Waiting for the ball tracking, guys. Yeah, original decision out. Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket hittings. Go back to the on-field. SN, you can stay with your original decision. Let's you know when you're on screen. You are on screen now.
Yeah, good call by SN Raza, and a very good call by the third umpire as well, because it was the ultra edge thing which was read perfectly by the third umpire. 4 for 1. Sharjeel gone after scoring 4.
What was interesting about that, before we went to the third umpire, you knew that Sharjeel thought he hadn't hit it, because a batsman straight away would go, I need to review that, without even asking the non-striker. So he was hoping, and perhaps Babar Azam was hoping, it was going to miss leg stump with the swing, like the third umpire. Rashid Riaz, very quick, very precise. I like that. Didn't hit it, run it on, let's see. And it was a good delivery. They needed that after that poor first ball start.
Joe Clark, keeper batsman at 3, 4 for 1. HBL PSL debut for Joe Clark. Very good strike rate, amazing strike rate. But this is interesting now. Hasnan at full throttle, getting rid of Sharjeel. 2 slips and a gully, so looking for another strike here, Quetta Gladiators. That is the way to go. The only way out of this situation is to pick wickets. Oh, what a beauty. Beautifully done.
142 clicks there by Hasnan, amping up the speed. There's a look at the wicket again. Sharjeel clearly was hoping it'll miss leg stump, but it wasn't the case. Mohammad Hasnan, after that loosener up front, is back with excellent line and length.
I like to see that as well. Senior player Ben Cutting speaking to the young man to say, keep your wrists behind the ball. Look at the angle, you're going to go from wide of the crease, draw him into playing at balls.
Hit the bat extremely hard in that over. Terrific first over, 4 for 1. Ingram is such a rock-solid player at number 4. Nabi now used more as a batsman than an all-rounder. Imad Wasim is a big striker. He's improved his batting a lot. And Christian low down the order.
Well, it'll be interesting if he bats in front of Dan Christian. Christian, captain of Nottinghamshire T20 side, and he bats above Imad. Interesting to see if the captain now thinks, I'm in charge now, I'm going above you.
Probably the difference between the two sides. Could be the difference between the two sides, a solid middle order for Karachi Kings, which we saw quite.
Another exciting prospect on view. He's had his issues with the injuries. At a young age, he was put into action, and that can hurt you because it's still work in progress. The body is still building up to take pressure off international circuit. Not easy for an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, and I can tell this young man from experience, with the sort of action that he has, a side-on action, that he is going to get a few twinges here and there, and it's going to feel peculiar, and there'll be a lot of bowling coaches out there who will try and tinker with you. Yeah, he has an excellent one in Waqar Yunus in the national side. It's something that is, as a young man, he's going to get stronger and stronger, but believe in his action.
Upish gets it past the man at point.
And I picked up a couple of things already. He's shortened his run up, and I think slightly from when I first saw him, when he made that burst on the scene against Australia, maybe a little bit more open as well. So they're trying to get his feet, his back foot and his front foot in line, instead of diving in with that front foot, and that'll help the back, because once you get too far around then and trying to bowl too quick, that's when unfortunately stress fractures come along, side injuries like intercostal muscles. But I like this man.
And I think this situation should get the best out of Hasnan and Naseem Shah, because they don't have to go T20 style. They can be themselves, hit the length hard, look to pick wickets. And so far so good. We've seen speed from Hasnan, and he's been pretty slippery as well. We're talking about ball speed of 139 kilometers an hour. Oh, beautifully done. Nice movement. Saw the batsman shuffle across the stumps and adjusted his line beautifully.
That's what Clark tries to do. He's an aggressive batsman, and he'll try and put you off as a bowler. But what I like about this is he follows him. Look at the wrist, look at the seam, beautiful. Do not change that at any stage of your career, in any form of the game. You will be successful, trust me. But he's shortened his run up, but he's definitely made a few little changes here and there. Bowling is not easy, day in, day out, to slam your foot down every day and try and produce and same delivery and repeat and repeat. It's not an easy part of the game, but he's a decent, very good bowler with pace.
A little high on the pads. There's substantial sideways movement for both Naseem and Hasnan.
One thing I just want to look at his left arm, his front arm slightly comes into his stomach, and I think what he's got to try and do is drive. So his left arm with his elbow, drive into his left hip, and then allow the arm to release straight behind him. But he gets a little bit lazy at times because it comes into his stomach.
Oh, that's a wide one. I have to redo that.
Talking about experienced players to learn from, Quetta Gladiators obviously getting the services of Umar Gul for this season. What a person to learn from. Probably one of the best T20 bowlers, especially at the death. And in the national side, Waqar Yunus. So I think Naseem Shah, Hasnan, Musa Khan will only get better from learning from these greats.
Oh, a wild swing at that. Gone for the appeal. Safraz just reacted because the bowler looked interested. are they going to go for a DRS? What is happening? Discussion in a huddle. Sarfraz is trying to convince Sarfraz and he's gone for it.
Review for caught behind. Original decision not out. Can I have a front foot first, please? Delivery. Just rock and roll it, please. Ball is close to the bat. Let's confirm with the ultra edge, please. Flat line, flat line, flat line, flat line. Just roll it back again. And now roll forward. Flat line when ball next to the bat. Satisfied, no bat involved. You can go back to the on-field. Ali, you can stay with your original decision. You are off screen now.
Safe to say the exuberance got the better of Naseem Shah on that occasion. 8 for 1. Karachi 8 for 1. I think it's a good time to attack Babar Azam because he's a bit like Sharjeel. He can threaten you with a lot of shots. So I would unleash my speed fury against him. You know, a couple of bouncers, then look for that outswinging angle. Just attack him with purpose and drive. Otherwise, he can nail it. And he's been outstanding in HBL PSL. I mean, just a few runs away from becoming the most run scorer in the league, the highest run scorer. Clearing the front leg, not been able to manage it so far.
See some good pace there in the middle from Hasnain. 1 for 2 wide. Is completely agree with you, Rambo, there. Quetta need to win this. They need to pick up wickets and they need to unleash some sort of attack on Babar especially.
Oh, very lucky. 6 inches on his right and left could have earned him a 4. But this is such a good watch. 2 youngsters with pace and attitude, and the pitch helping them to develop a story. You know, they're setting a strong template for the rest of the cast to come in and attack Karachi Kings. Just make it tough for them.
This is also the development of cricket in Pakistan. They are playing against some superb overseas players. They have past players like that man there, Umar Gul, who was excellent. On a world stage, in the midst of the battle, there's no way that, you know, you're going to have the bowling coach to come on and tell you what to do. There'll be a senior player in Ben Cutting who'll speak to you and say, right, okay, where are we looking to bowl at Babar Azam? Good pace, we know, with both of them. And he's trying to be as consistent as possible.
A little uppish, but he'll keep on knocking them around for 1s and 2s, Babar Azam. He's too clever a guy really to let go of a situation like this. All he has to do is to be at cruise control. And Tapal Danedar tea. Aruj, your favorite?
PSL favorite for all of us. I think we'd like a cup of tea here as well. if anyone's listening.
Yeah, throw me into the mix. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Still like the fact that they've got the slip and the gully in. Snain will bowl the last delivery now.
Oh, covers the stumps and such a good ball to bowl. Yorker length attacking the stumps. You miss, I hit. That kind of a scenario being developed on that occasion, and the speed is lightning fast. In T20, you hardly ever see 146.6 kmph. It's 12 for 1.
Didn't get a hold of that completely, did Joe Clark, but there was enough on it to get it between mid-on and the mid-wicket fielder.
Yeah, just a bit of pressure built up on Joe Clark. There. He's played and missed a little bit in his innings so far. Both bowlers have put him under a bit of pressure. He moves about the crease, he does that a lot. Gives himself a little bit of room, one ball outside leg stump and then walks across. He's asking questions to the bowler.
Over the years, Karachi Kings' one big worry has been their space in the power play session. And they Barber and Chill and gone all the way for 6. What a strike. HBL 6.
A little bit short, and he's quick on it. Clark likes to go over the deep mid-wicket, deep mid-on. He tries to get that a little bit squarer, and in some ways
I reckon he still didn't get that in the middle of the bat, but still got maximum for that. Big shoes to fill for Joe Clark. Obviously Karachi Kings missing this
indication of what a good surface this is. Went through the line, hit the length ball for 6 over mid-on. Short ball put away. What a shot that is. One bounce over the rope. Dismissive was Clark on that occasion.
Picked up the length very early again, and unfazed by the pace Naseem has to offer. Too short on that equation, but shot in front of square. Brilliant boundary.
Yeah, he's a good young player. Definite future full international, this young man. Quick on that. Dismissive. And now a few problems for Naseem Shah. Slip still in place. You know they have to try and take wickets.
The problem for Quetta Gladiators is the Kings need half a decent partnership and they'll be home. Oh, that's enough. Well, he's neutralizing Naseem Shah here with some massive shots.
And Naseem will have to turn things around very quickly. Picked up length early again. Dispatched it over cover. 18 already from the 5 deliveries with 1 still to go.
That length ball has got to be straighter. But he's been making his own angles, is creating his own lengths, and that's why he's kind of destroyed Naseem Shah in this over. 4.644. Slow ball played away decently. Played it with soft hands into the gap for 1. And after 4.31 for 1, Karachi Kings.
Quetta Gladiators, who were put into bat by Imad Wasim, bowled out for 121. Arshad Iqbal with a wonderful performance tonight, 3 for 16. Chris Gayle made 39, and it would be so easy to say that Arshad was over the moon with that performance, and he certainly was. Now Kes Ahmad took a nasty bump when he was batting. The ball hit him bang on the front of the helmet.
Nice, Cassie!
Oh dear, this is the head and shoulders dance move in the crowd. Kande se boj hata the move. Have I said that correctly?
Khatade.
Oh, look at this. Handsome, handsome, and very nice in the scorebook as well. We'll take 6 for that.
Chaka! Alan!
Classy shot this. Says that front leg and goes over extra with the spin.
Well, it's not often that Babar Azam is a spectator when he's batting, but that's what he is. And Sarfraz is going to have to work some magic here. This is a nice start by Karachi Kings. Christian Turner behind the mask is the British High Commissioner here in Pakistan, in Karachi. And that is 4. So easily done.
Oh, Joe Clark's 2. That's 3 4s to go with those 2 maximums. And if you're just subtly short here, this guy will make you pay.
Well, he's batting like His Excellency. Picked up. It's another 6. Well, that was an invitation to Joe Clark. In this mood, you just can't bowl it halfway down the pitch. Babar Azam, he's saying just carry on and I'll keep watching.
Pakistan, Alan. We love it here, Alan. They're loving it here. This guy, Clark, he's now got into the 30s with another great strike. Looking to go big again.
He's faced 19 deliveries. 20. Oh, he's got another boundary here. This is not the start for Kes Ahmad. And it brings up the half century for Karachi.
Springing off the bat. He just hit this, timed it through the offside, and it's gone like that. Brighter, colourful drive, and doesn't get more colourful than this. Going at 200 strike rate.
Oh, that's a wide. Oh, this is a licorice all sorts kind of over. There's everything in it, and it's not so sweet tasting either. Now, whether that ball slipped out, I don't know if there's any dew here tonight, I'm not sure, but it's a difficult time now for the leg spinner.
23 and still one to go in this over. Good luck.
He's done him again. He has helped himself to a buffet over, and he's gorged it. But 27 off that first over from Kher Samad. It's 58 for 1.
Talk about a telephone number.
Off that first over from Kher Samad, and he didn't really have any control whatsoever. He was bludgeoned. Usman Shinwari, former Karachi Kings bowler. Oh, that is good. Surely he already hit it. Goodness me, that looked good. Danny Morrison.
Well, that's because you're a left-arm fraternity. Will go. You loved it, didn't you? Yeah, coming round, they're thinking about it. Can't.
Massive inside edge, Wilco. What are you on about? Round the wicket, yes, it's skidded on, but he's not hit it at all.
Have we got any? Have we got any opticians sponsoring this tournament? Because Bazir, I think you need to visit them. Anyway. Oh, he's picked it up. Clark in this mood just finds the man, Azam Khan. He didn't have to move. And Shinwari strikes for the Gladiators.
Yeah. He was going some, striking at 200. Joe Clark looking out deep again and didn't get all of it. Azim Khan just sat back in his lazy boy chair there and swallowed it. Hardly had to move a muscle here. Gobbles it easy. Changed the channel, he loved it. Clark's gone for 46 off 23, and the Kings now at 59 for 2.
Colin Ingram, the South African born, on his day. He's got the highest score, that 127 not out for the Karachi Kings against Quetta Gladiators in Sharjah 2 years ago. That 127 not out came from 59 balls, and they chased down 186 to win the match.
Pull into the leg side, Jubilee safe and solid catch from Azim Khan.
Yeah, straight away Clark knew that he didn't get enough of it.
But Joe Clark's had a good evening. 4 catches on his PSL debut and bludgeoned a good knock right there. But Colin Ingram, I remember that innings in Sharjah. Well, Joe Clark, if he's in your team, then you're doing well, because the Jubilee MyStar 11 Fantasy League play the game and win many exciting prizes. Just log on to mystars11.net and have a good go. If you've got Joe Clark in your team, I think you've done pretty well tonight. 4 catches, 46 from 23. And in comes Ingram, just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water. Colin Ingram, of course, is back with Karachi. Last year, Karachi Kings had the services of the Englishman Alex Hales. Hales has gone back to Islamabad United. And of course, those of you who knew what Ingram did on that day 2 years ago in Sharjah, you remember it, Baz. 127 not out, 59 balls, 12 fours, 8 sixes.
Didn't go hard enough. But yeah, he's come back into the side. Karachi, he used to play for Karachi before, then went to Islamabad. Now he's back, so obviously they want a strong hitter in that middle order.
Good stuff, really good stuff from Shinwari. Barbara's been quiet. He's only faced 5 balls, 6 gone, 60 for 2.
Well, said it before, we'll say it again, it is great to be back in Karachi at the National Stadium, season 6 of HBL PSL, and we're seeing a very good surface with some good pace and bounce and some wonderful stroke play from Joe Clark in particular. A little earlier it was Chris Gayle. See who else can Baba kick on.
Powerplay is done, 60 for 2 for Karachi in their first 6 overs. Meanwhile, now the left arm spin of Mohammad Nawaz. Economy rate is excellent at just over 7 and over. 4 for 13 is best, and he needs 1 for a half century of wickets. 1 wicket for Mohammad Nawaz. Tucked it round the corner. Might be a leg by. I'm not sure if he got anything on that.
Wilka with Nawaz in the UAE was so good with left arm spin. He was all
bowled, well bowled. He's been ever present, Mohammad Nawaz. What a servant he's been for the Quetta Gladiators. Has not missed a match for the Quetta Gladiators, Mohammad Nawaz. 53 matches he's played for the Gladiators. Colin Ingram likes a bit of pace on to start, doesn't like to spin straight away.
And also, Will, can I just say that I'm looking just at some stats there, the Gladiators, yeah, and they've got the best percentage in terms of ratio of winning, 58%.
Nadeem Omar, the franchise owner of the Quetta Gladiators. margins for error to a player of his class are so fine.
Enough pace off the pitch to work with. It just skidded through, a little bit of pad on it, and it just races away to the fence. Outfield very quick, but even as a spinner, you need to be careful at the pace you bowl.
End of the 7th over, 67 for 2. Usman Shinwari's first over, 1 for 1. Looked it to be in a good rhythm from the very first ball he delivered. Former Karachi Kings bowler, of course. Oh, he's gone right across his stumps. Often, of course, a bowler can be put off by what a batsman does in terms of using the width of the crease.
The J. Super over. Nicely done. Middle stump, spot on.
.68 for 2 at the same stage. Quetta Gladiators were 54 for 2. Still going to get a second here, but Chris Gayle saved the boundary.
He sure did. Big Jamaican. Tell you what, when he got back up and got the ball fairly quickly, Ingram gave up the ghost, because if this was a direct hit, and he does get off the turf, he picks up and he throws, it would have been run out for Ingram. He just flagged it.
I think we've got Shinwari's up and over. It's the uppercut. One bounce for.
As always, Babar Azam, very, very classy. Short ball, just knew exactly what he was doing, used the pace, let it come on and popped it over.
Always time for an Oppo selfie moment. Don't miss it. Great to see fans back in to watch the cricket. Herschel Gibbs in his opening match as coach of the Karachi Kings. It's good cricket, isn't it, from Babar Azam? He just always mindful, always aware that single just keeps the score ticking over.
When you see someone of his class, you know, they have so much time. They just feel like they've just got so much extra time with those hands and hitting the ball late. And he's so languid in some of those strokes he plays. And Makes it look so easy. Brilliant.
473 runs last year in the HBL PSL, highest aggregate for a batsman. And the man of the final when he stroked his way to 63 in the final for Karachi to win their first PSL title. Quetta have been in 3 finals. Karachi strolling their way here to the 122 they need. Imad Wasim winning the toss here, and tonight putting in the Quetta Gladiators. Bowled out for 121, and of course its required run rate is down at 3.78, but at the end of the reckoning, at the end of a long HBL PSL, the net run rate will come in to consideration. So getting the runs quickly here, Babar Azam will be mindful of that. Complete miss hit from Babar Azam. Hated that, didn't he? 8 gone, 76 for 2.
Karachi Kings. Couple of moments. At the start, it was a little bit breeze in that innings. Last ball of the previous over. Shinwari turning in the hands. Babar Azam not happy, wants to get it over and done with quickly.
Taylor made this situation for Babar Azam, doesn't have to do anything. Different to his natural game, plays the ball.
I think he's also mad because he's such a good player, Babar Azam. He knows that he should be getting off strike or getting a single. He doesn't get the boundary, he wants to get off strike.
The Brighto mascot looking very sharp.
And that's the difference between what we saw when the Gladiators batted. I know they're in a different situation now. The Karachi Kings, they can just manipulate, pick the gaps. Good players do. Take the pressure out of the game and just get it won.
Yeah, completely agree with you there, Corky. Quetta chewed up a lot more dot deliveries. And obviously the batting order as well. Lots for Sarfraz to think about. Good over here from Nawaz. 2 dot deliveries after the 2 singles.
Yeah, dot balls aren't hurting Karachi at the moment. That's the issue, isn't it? It's wickets. Quetta need 2-3 in a hurry. Try and put a little bit of pressure.
And in some ways, Dooley, how do they do that? I think they have to try and gamble here, bring a player up, bring one of the fielders up in the circle, do not allow it easy, and if they hit it over the top, well, that's the risk they take. The moment they have long on and long off, out of the circle. Okay for Babar Azam, fine. Maybe for Miller, you gamble, bring a mid-off up. Ingram even, not Miller, excuse me. 80 for 2. Well, you weren't here last year. This is how bad it got. I can't explain how I got there, but it was an interesting story at the time, so...
There's always epic scenes when Koki is in the commentary box. It's Slats became Pish, Ingram's become Miller. What the PSL brings.
87 for 2. Just 35 runs required. I'd answer the question to win. A plot. Which team won the first HBL? Their answers in. Chance to win. Thick to gone. Yes, what a beauty. Absolute beauty. They need this and they need more. Good catch from Safraz. The pace is back and they've struck straight away.
What a delivery there by Hasnain. What a comeback. And it's a big wicket. Babar Azam, you'll always want to see the back of him. Excellent line. Angling back in, and what a catch there by Sarfaraz Ahmed. Excellent take.
Got the edge. Just trying to work that down to third. Man, good.
Mohammad Nabi, he's the new batsman, age 36, not bowling much at all of late in any tournament that we've seen, Mohammad Nabi. So down to his batting ability, he's got some pace to deal with here. Hasnain, get one through at grill height first up. Yes please sir, yes.
Rouge, go short, that one is an easy just clip off, use the pace. Big gap at mid-wicket. Beautiful piece of timing. Just a bit of overstretching from the bowling in a way, because just trying to bowl too quick to come back to what has been successful. That length, maybe the odd short delivery, put the new batsman under pressure.
Had the slip in place for that good length delivery. Bring him forward. Not bad there. .38 that run rate required, so there's no scoreboard pressure at all. Karachi, what is Safraz thinking? Find a way. Got to use your best assets now. That's why he's brought Hasnain back. He's got to use the best bowlers he's got available to try and pick up wickets now. Clipped away leg side into the gap and to the boundary for 4 more. Couple of nice boundaries for Nabi in that over. It's gone for 8, 95 for 3, 11 gone.
Yeah, good start to the over, but not finishing it quite well again. Straying down the legs. And Nabi got it right in the middle, just had to glide it down. A place for spinners. They've only picked up 20 wickets as opposed to 115 wickets by seamers in the PSL matches played at the NSK. So that's something for the teams to think about as well when they put up their lineups.
That's quality, real quality from Colin Ingram.
So good from Ingram, 100 up as well. Any young batsman out there, look how he gets into position early. It's just the wrists. Still, wrists, head over the ball, use the pace, pick the gap. Thank you very much.
Good cricket. Boundary, then a single to finish the over. 9 runs from it, 12 gone, 104 for 3.
.2, the Gladiators. We always knew it was going to be well under par. Class in the top order. The Kings, you got Babar Azam, of course, who's just got out, but Ingram, all his class. And you saw Joe Clark on debut, not to mention with his keeping, smoked at 46 and striking at 200. So really do look a force. I know it's only game 1, but that man there, Dan Christian, bearded up next to the coach Herschel Gibbs, enjoying things in the early outset of season 6. His name. He's just so good there, the South African. Loves pace on. Hello, Sana, how are you?
I am good, thank you so much. And just 17 runs needed now. Just 17 runs needed, and the broadcast with Pakistan is South Asia, Sony 10, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Caribbean. So all around the world, you can see this broadcast, live PSL matches from Karachi.
Anywhere and everywhere. HBL PSL.
Highlights, of course, and behind the scenes content on YouTube. Find it on YouTube. All you got to do is type in PSL and you'll find it on YouTube. Plenty of batting to come with Imad Wasim, Dan Christian, Amir Yamin, so plenty of batting to come for this Karachi Kings team. They're looking solid. It's the bowling unit tonight that I think will give Wasim Akram and Imad Wasim such joy. Ooh, well bowled, simply because they didn't rely solely on Mohammad Amir.
Exactly, it was a total bowling unit performance as a team, and they bowled in partnership. Arshad Khan, Arshad Iqbal, the emerging player, bowled really well. And here, Hasnain also making sure that he gets something out of this wicket, but they don't have the total on board because of the change in batting order. Sarfaraz at the top did not work well for Quetta.
Ball looking for the Yorker. Well, there's one wicket, of course, that you always want. You always want to get your national captain, and Hasnain has got Babar Azam tonight, so he'll always be Just a little wink as he probably goes past when they shake hands, or probably won't shake hands. What do they do? They do the knuckle fist now, don't they? Yeah, they don't shake it, but they'll be looking eye to eye and saying, we might have lost, but I got you.
Definitely great platform for likes of Hasnain to perform and come into. He's performed really well at Pakistan level as well, and now for Quetta.
Little change of pace, and Ingram can't put it away. 13 gone, it's 106 for 3. Seven overs to go here in Karachi. Karachi need just 16 runs to win the opening match of the HBL PSL. In its 6th edition, Karachi Kings are the defending champions. Quetta Gladiators have been in 3 finals, never quite managed to get past the final hurdle.
And this is a big shocker for Quetta, the way they have started this PSL.
Hello, and goodbye, it's gone all the way. Maximum here, and they're in a hurry to finish things off here in this opening encounter of season 6. Welcome being cutting.
And Mohammad Nabi here, coming to the party. He didn't get a ball, so he's getting the anger out on the bowler here.
Yes, it's strange why he didn't bowl. Let me just change that. Of course, Quetta Gladiators, the 29. Magnificent hit from the man they call the president, Mohammad Nabi. That means they got 2 presidents in the camp.
And just look at that, how quickly he went onto that short pitch delivery and bang, out of the park.
Amazing how low his hands are on that bat. Mohammad Nabi, flat, boom, bang, see you've been cutting. It's just a wonderful strike there from Mohammad Nabi. Yeah, the dampness there, talked a little bit of the dew, just wondered if it would be much of a factor here in the evening, and of course just gone 11 o'clock local time. We're just struggling to hold on to the ball. They've been cutting. Certainly the lengths have been a little indifferent here. Wonderful striking. Mohammad Nabi. Quiet little 24 off 13.
Yeah, it's an important season this for Colin Ingram as well. He had a quiet big bash with the Hobart Hurricanes, just the 1/2 century in that campaign. So he comes here and he's replaced Alex Hales in the Karachi Kings setup.
Has he finished it here? No, not quite. The sweeper will sort it out. There's still only a couple to go.
And it's a really good team for Colin Ingram to come back into form, because he's surrounded by very good batters who can take pressure off him if he's struggling. So I think a perfect setting for him to make those runs with good batters around him and a very good bowling unit that puts pressure on the opposition.
Full toss and smoked away by Mohammad Nabi, and he finishes it off with a big one. The 6 to win the opening contest of HBL PSL 6. And Karachi Kings, the defending champions, begin in style. Steep learning curve for Quetta Gladiators. They've normally done the job on Karachi Kings. Last year, Quetta won 2 out of 2 against the Kings. Tonight, Herschel Gibbs, the new coach. And we don't forget what Dean Jones, rest in peace Dino, what Dino did last year for Karachi Kings. And the Kings, the defending champions, they win it with this 6 from Nabi.
And you can see the celebrations in the Karachi camp, and why not? After winning the final, now they have started off with a win. And both the batters there, they know they have